Hello everybody, this is Zoe from No Safer Place and it is week 2 of the Zoella book club reviews. Now this week I read The Start of Me and You by Emery Lord, and this was chosen by Amy Alwood, who you all know I absolutely adore. I have to admit I was quite sceptical about this one, mainly because when I read the back and I saw that it was another book about grief and someone's journey as they're finding themselves again, I was kind of like, oh, because this is a trope that I'm kind of sick to death of. But I was pleasantly surprised because this was written so beautifully and I just absolutely fell in love with the characters and the stories, and I just love being proved wrong. So this book focuses on a teenage girl called Paige. She is 17 years old and she is currently living in Oakhurst, Indiana. Now this is a really small town and it's kind of the place where everyone knows everybody and everyone knows everyone else's business, and that's why it makes what happens to Paige so much harder than it would usually, I think. So she had a boyfriend for 2 months called Aaron, and when they were still seeing each other he died in a drowning accident, which was absolutely horrific for her, and because of the town that she lived in, she was kind of known as the girl whose boyfriend died in a drowning accident, and everyone felt sorry for her, and she just kind of had enough of that really. She wanted things to become a bit more normal. So it has almost been a year and she decides enough is enough, and she makes a happiness plan as such. She writes a list of things that she wants to achieve and sets herself goals, and on that list there are things like socialising, travelling, swimming, and most importantly for her, dating. She is absolutely besotted with this guy called Ryan at school, and he is the kind of guy that everyone likes at school, the typical kind of jock that everyone falls in love with. But at present he has a girlfriend and she kind of wants to get rid of that and become his girlfriend because she feels like he is the only person that can help her get through this. But she joins her school's quiz bowl team, which is kind of social suicide as she puts it. But she meets Ryan's cousin there called Max, and she thinks if she can be friends with Max, she can worm her way into Ryan's life. And this plan actually works. And she starts to think that Ryan might like her back. But what we don't realise is everything is not quite as it seems. But this book is Paige's journey really into finding herself again, finding happiness again, and I really did enjoy it. The only thing for me that felt slightly ingenuine was the fact that she had only been with this guy for 2 months. It's not like she was with him when he died or anything like that, so I could understand the impact it would have on her, but she kind of acted like she was really in love with this guy, and I just didn't feel like emotions could be that deep after 2 months. It was a really tricky one for me because I really enjoyed it, but some of the things that she said and some of the emotions that she was feeling, I kind of felt like you wouldn't feel if you'd only been with someone for 2 months. As always, I'm going to be reading some quotes from the book. This book was jammed packed with incredible quotes, and I'd say this is one of those books that every other page there is an amazing quote. So I've chosen 3 of my favourites. The first one is on page 27. His sister went in remission soon after, but I thought of that day often, especially since I'd fully realised how much bravery it takes to create happy moments even when you don't feel happy. The next one is on page 276. Side. I mean, you're always preparing yourself for the thing that is most likely to happen instead of hoping for the thing that you most want to happen. I think we all do that in life. I think we all prepare ourselves for the worst because it is always better to prepare yourself for the worst, and anything else is a bonus. Well, that's how I look at things anyway. It's probably not the best way to be, but it's the way I am. The last quote is on page 296, and this one made me bawl my eyes out. "Life is slow," my mother said, ducking her head to get a better view of my face. "It's like wringing out a washcloth. Even after you think it's dry, a few more drops will form." So I did really enjoy this book. It was a great addition to the Zoella book club. If you would like to join in with the chat about this book at 6 PM over on my Twitter, zcollins1994, please come and join us. It was so fabulous last week and I think it will be just as great this week. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you would like to see more of on my channel, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.